In this video, we're going to discuss how to launch dashboards from your desktop or a tablet. In addition to your physical workstation displays, those large screen displays that are up on the wall within your facilities, agency admins and authorized users can launch a full dashboard view directly from any desktop or tablet browser. This turns a standard workstation into a virtual station display, mimicking what is up on the large screen display within your facility. So it shows the exact same layout, integrations, and content rotating as those wall-mounted screens. So dashboards aren't just for the big screen anymore. This launch feature is designed for things like command staff offices, administrative workstations, emergency operations centers, and anyone who needs real-time situational awareness without being physically at a station or other fixed facility. Chiefs monitoring CAD, duty officers working remotely in the field, EOC personnel during large-scale incidents, this is the tool for them. There are three ways to view dashboards within your account. Number one is those fixed displays with dedicated hardware from first arriving that are those large screen displays up on the wall. The second is being able to launch from your browser so you can see the same content on your desktop or your laptop that we just described earlier. The next is what we call a dedicated always on desktop license. This is a specific browser session that's been paired to your account like a registered device. So it's very similar to the devices that run your big screen displays, but it's typically a laptop or desktop that is paired directly back to first arriving, just like the devices that run your big screen displays. So the key differences are the user account launch requires a user login and is intended for personal flexible viewing. The dedicated desktop license uses a pairing code, doesn't require a user login, doesn't time out, and appears in your device management panel. And it's also designed for fixed persistent displays, like a watch office or a control center or EOC that should always be on and rotating. Most organizations use the user account launch for everyday viewing and reserve the dedicated license for permanent installations. So the most common use of this launch feature is from your user account on your desktop display. So to launch a dashboard from your user account using the desktop or tablet, you simply log into your account. And when you initially log in, you should arrive at a screen similar to this with a launch dashboard panel. Now, once you're on this screen and you find that launch dashboard panel, you simply come up to this drop-down list. And when you click on it, it will show you all the devices, all the dashboards that you have access to based on your permission settings. So you just come in here and you pick the one you want to watch. You have that in that navigation pane. You come over here to the red button with the rocket. You click on that button and it will launch that dashboard on your desktop in a separate tab. For full view, to make full capacity of the data and make sure it displays properly, on a Windows device, use F11 or Control Command F on a Mac. This will enter full screen view and remove browser toolbars so you have full expanse of the data that is presented on the dashboard. If you want to look at multiple dashboards on the same device, you can go back to that initial launch feature and select an additional dashboard and hit launch again, and it will open another tab on your desktop to allow you to watch a second dashboard. So you can have two dashboards running at the same time. Maybe you have three screens. So one is where you're doing your work, and the other two can be your monitors, where you can have two different dashboards running at the same time. Run in full screen mode whenever possible to maximize the display. For persistent viewing, like a watch office or a command center, adjust your device's display sleep settings and keep it plugged in so the screen doesn't dim or lock. Also, Make sure that you're using a wired or extremely stable Wi-Fi connection, as dashboards update frequently. And if you're running other applications simultaneously, keep the dashboard tab isolated to maintain performance. One thing to keep in mind is that dashboard sessions accessed through the user accounts and the launch feature that I just showed have a standard timeout of 24 hours, after which users will be prompted to log back in. If a persistent no timeout display is required, the dedicated desktop license is the better solution for that location. And that is how to launch a dashboard from your desktop or a tablet.